let me start by saying thank you everyone for clicking on the thumbnail and watching this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My channel is mainly random stuff, a lot about mental health, a lot about vlogs and movie reviews and all the stuff. If you check it, you'll see. If you're returning, thank you. You know, this is a regular series. This is a series 4 of mental health for me. I decided to film, and I've been spending the last few hot days planning on what to record, ready for when it gets cooler. So, if you haven't checked out series 1 to 3, please check the links below. And without any further ado, let's get on with it, shall we? Okay, before I start the series, grab a coffee. I want to start by recapping on depression, about how it affected me and how it made me homeless. I've gone into this a few times, but the more I tell it, the more in depth and the more personal it gets. So I had a good job. It was in working at Alton Towers. I claimed work tax credit, but they screwed me over quite a few times, so I stopped claiming it. And of course, I struggled with the bills and struggled with the rent and stuff. I got into depression slowly, without realising, and it was imagine, well, not, you can't imagine it, but think about if you fell down a well, just to imagine, but you don't get hurt, you know, just fall down, then you wake up and all you see is brick walls around you, and you look up and you see a blue circle, which is the sky, which is at the open to the well. This is how the best I can describe it. It's like you start to try to climb out. So at first you're thinking, okay, I can climb out of this, and you try. Then day by day, you start to realise that you can't climb out of it. You just try and you slide back down, try. There's no hand grips. And as you realise more and more you can't get out of the well, you get more and more into depression because you can't get out. And got to the point where I gave up trying to get out. Not saying give up as in give up, but, you know, trying to get out. So I started waiting for a miracle kind of thing. And so in reality, I locked myself away. I didn't answer the phone, didn't answer the doorbell. I closed the curtains, and all my world was this brick wall and the well. And I just slipped more and more into depression. And then I got the eviction notice, and that's what had to give me a kick, because I couldn't really sit and the curtains closed whilst the bailiffs would come round, you know. And I managed to somehow kick myself out of it, which was, I don't know how I did it, but not fully, just enough just to contact someone. It was just that feeling of not being able to grasp reality, not being able to grab the help that's out there, which there was help out there in 2007, there was. Even though it wasn't much talked about in them days, it was prominent. And when I look back, I can still picture the well, I can still picture all that, but without the pain, without the depression. And the scariest moments of my life, that's the best way to describe it. It's been trapped down a well. I know it's not the best kind of like thing to start with, but I just wanted, if you're new to this series, I just wanted you to grasp how depression affected me. I was evicted and made homeless, and I'm now in Dover for the past 15 years. If you watched season 3, then you know that I look back on series 1 and series 2 just to recap of how I'm doing, anything changed, any the progress I've made through mental health and other things. That's not what I'm going to do this time. This is going to be a proper series, and I might reflect back on some things, but I'm just going to talk about it like it's a fresh thing, kind of thing, Then if you watch series 1 to 3, you'll understand. You might see some progresses. That's what I'm expecting. So what am I going to talk about this series? Well, I've got plans. I've got my PowerPoint presentation in front of me, so I can follow the guide, my own guidelines. I want to talk about anxiety. I want to talk about the message I would give myself if I could go back in time. I want to talk about what depression means to me, anxiety means to me. Talk about my counselling, the mind tools. I want to be an advocate, and what I aim for in life, and the past 15 years, what it's been like for me. And I want to do podcasts in the future, talk to people with mental health, or talk to people in that field, just to learn more about, and maybe educate myself more. And I also want to do a Q&A for episode 6. So when you watch these episodes, first 5, I want you to think of some questions to ask me, comments and emails. And this email address is in the About Me, so you can look there and email me some questions. Within reason, of course. I can only do what I can. Don't forget, I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving my side of the story. Yeah. And I want to talk about the future, what Series 5 could be, or things I could hopefully do to change people's lives, That's what this series is mainly going to be about. I've been planning this for a long time, and I've been waiting for the right moment to film it. I only want to film it if there's changes worth talking about, and there's a lot of changes worth talking about. So if you want to follow me on this journey, you can hit the subscribe, you can hit the notification button to be notified when I upload. These will be weekly episodes, and I've also got PayPal, Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee if you want to support me in any reason you can, any way you can. All this is funded by me because even though I'm monetized, I don't get paid. I won't get paid now for another year or so. I get paid every 2 years because my content isn't worthy. So, but that doesn't bother me. I want to just. YouTube's free and it should remain free. But if you want to support me somehow, please do. That's all I ask. Okay, so until the next episode. I know it's just a mainly intro and just talking about the series, but check out series 1 to 3 whilst you wait for the next episode, and then just think of some questions. Please do. And as always, toodle pips.